Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the TED Show. I am excited to have a new guest on. This is Dr. B. I'll let him pronounce his name better because I almost butchered it earlier. Dr. B is the owner and clinical director at Physical Balance Center Orlando, and he's president of the Greater Haitian American Chamber of Commerce, which is what drew my attention. I didn't know about it, so I always like to bring you guys information and so that you can see what else is amazingly going on in our community. Dr. B, welcome to the show. How are you on this crazy, dark, gloomy day?
Hello, it is a crazy, dark, and gloomy day. I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
I'm excited to have you. So tell them how you really pronounce your name.
The name is pronounced Idle Bonhomme.
Which is why, as you all know, between my New Jersey / New York / Southern accent, I would have butchered that. So I love that he goes by Dr. B. Very good. And when I read, it's interesting because when I reached out to you, I reached out to you because of the chamber and because of your social media. And I was telling you before we went live that you guys have definitely begun or have really, really blossomed on social media. And so it's always good for people to understand what we have in Orlando. Before we get to all of that, before you start talking about the Balance Center and the Chamber, tell us a little bit about you. They love origin story. They want to know where Dr. B's from and kind of your journey to becoming Dr. B.
Sure, thank you. Well, again, Idle Bonhomme. I'm a doctor of physical therapy but I'm originally from Gonaives, Haiti, small town in the northern part of Haiti called Gonaives. I said I'm a father, I'm a son, a husband to be, but also a friend to many. And I'm here, Central Florida, but I came here to the United States at the age of 6 and then started my classical primary schools here down in Southwest Florida, a small town called Immokalee. Uh, Not too many people are aware where that at, but Immokalee is Southwest Florida between Naples and Fort Myers, a
Yes.
fairly farm immigrant town. So grew up there and eventually was blessed, graduated high school, and went to the great University of Florida. I'm a
Ooh,
Gator.
Gators, go Gators.
I'm a Gator. And, of course, and then from there, life happens. I started working, went for my master's, and finally did my doctorate at Nova Southeastern University. Lived in the Treasure Coast or Space Coast for a little bit, and decided to grow and develop more and transition back to Central Florida. And here I am.
And here you are. All right, so let's talk about it. Bachelor's degree is one thing. Master's degree, I have one of those. PhD. Did you know the whole time what you wanted to do? Did it change over time, or did you always know you wanted to be in your current arena, which we'll talk about in a minute?
I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field, but I think as I grew and mature, I realized my strengths and weaknesses and discover certain field that I can flourish in. So along that journey, I discovered physical therapy.
And that's what. So tell us the name of your company. I love the way it's spelled.
It's
So tell us about it.
well, physical. It's a franchise, about 14 years old. Well, 13, actually 8 years old. Actually, uh, I wish I could take the credit for the name Physical, but the initial owners, one of them was from Netherlands, and that's how the Physical came about. So for me, when I joined in as a private practice owner, what we realized there were a lot of consolidation when the big groups, hospital groups, are buying out the physician groups. As private practice, we are heavily dependent on primary care physician referral.
Sure.
So to leverage that, how can we collaborate as private practice owners? So then Physical came about, and we joined forces to leverage that playing field.
Amazing. So tell us what you do there. So you said physical therapy, but it also says physical and balance
Balance centers.
center. So tell us about that.
So I call myself a biomechanic. As a physical therapist, the only medicine we prescribe is exercise. So we consider movement specialists. So if anyone is injured or having pain or whatever issues may be, we're able to help with that. But our main core special interest is balance. We need to be mobile. We need to maintain our quality of life. So what better way to help individuals love their life? And that's our motto, to help you love your life by keeping you moving, keeping you independent as much as you're able to.
So tell us about balance, because that seems to be the, we all we want to work life balance. We want to soul spirit health balance.
Balance.
We're all trying to balance, but I think most of us either fail miserably at it or just don't know even where to start. So talk a little bit more about the balance part, because I find, as you can see how dark it's gotten in here.
It's gotten dark.
I'm literally going to have to go turn the light on again. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, balance. So if we look in the medical field, we'll keep it physical. So as we age, there are certain tendencies, certain habits, certain posture that we adapt that eventually lends itself to where we develop weaknesses. And as we develop those weaknesses, of course, our balance is affected. How does that happen in terms of the consequence of that is the increased risk for fall. So as someone, as that opportunity change, not opportunity changes, but as that line changes, so then hospitalization, hip fractures, as a result of that, your confidence is affected.
Yes.
So if your confidence is affected, then the way you move, how you move, get affected as well. And we don't want you to become sedentary. And so the analogy I like to use, if you look at a river, if it stays stagnant, if there's no flow, you see what happens.
Yes.
There's mildew, all different things starts to grow. But if you see where the current keep moving, that water's clear. The human body's just the same.
You're right. Then do people come to you? Is it all levels of balance? Like, can I come to you if I don't have a physical therapy need? If I don't have a need for that, can I just come to you, work with you, work on my balance? Does it have to be some sort of medical condition?
No, one of the things we promote is prevention, because you don't want to
Prevention.
have to, yes, prevention. You don't want to have to wait till something happens to come see us. We
Yes.
can prevent that. So one of the things we promote is an annual, we call it body Q. Many times you go to your physicians, you go to primary care physician, you have your annual physical, right? Whether they do your chemistry, your blood pressure, and all that. So in the physical therapy world with physical, we promote body Q. What is your numbers in terms of your posture, in terms of your heart rate, in terms of your muscle strength? So we give you a score to see, look at your balance, look at your strength, or your range of motion. What areas are limited? Where do you have deficiency? And we can say, hey, you know what? Last year, for example, if we look at our grandparents, before they used to just get up and go, but
That's right.
now it seems like they've developed this adaptation where they're pushing with their hands to get up, or they're walking and holding. But we take it as normal. But that's their body's way of adapting to the change.
So
That
the
should
higher the number, the better.
the
I'm
higher the
afraid
number,
I'd be a zero when I walked in there, I guess is what
yes, the
my
higher the number, the
balance.
better. The higher the number, the better. So we actually watch your score. So it takes those different categories in terms of your range, your flexibility, your stamina, and give you a score and say, hey, you could go ahead and work in these things and prevent an injury later on, rather than waiting till it happens and then you come seek us. Then we have to reverse the lifestyle.
And so, what do you find people of all ages are coming to your center? Is it primarily older or they're younger? Like, I'm sure all of us could use balance. That I know for a fact, me
We
included.
we do. We have a variety of patients, but from the young, from five and up, all the way to 99, 102, different elements. So we do regular traditional orthopedics, but also, of course, I love my geriatrics as well. Just to be able to hear those stories and be empowered by them as I empower them with their life
Yes.
stories.
I feel like I'm one of those geriatrics at this point. All right, so
We're far from
that's
that.
your that's your business. You're kind. That's your business, which is
Mhm.
amazing. I love it. I think we could all use some balance. So you guys definitely want to check that out. The website scrolling across the bottom. Let's talk about the Greater Haitian American Chamber of Commerce, which is how I discovered you
Yes.
on social media, and I loved it. I thought, where have they been? And so I'm fascinated. Tell us about the chamber. Tell us how it serves the community and kind of the impetus behind you, because you're the leader. You're the leader of the chamber.
I have been. Yeah, I've had the opportunity to serve, in that position for the past 4 years now. So the chamber has been in existence since 2007. Like any other organizations, there's ups and downs as well, changing management, if you will. So for the past 4 years, I've been the president along with our team, uh, directing, guiding, and moving the needle. But what we've been focusing on more is building relationships. We understand that as a subset in the community, if you will, we need to also introduce others to our culture, but also share the resources we have here because we are not a liability. Believe it or not, we are not. We are not. But if we don't go outside of our four walls, outside of our comfort zone, outside of our community, others won't know. So we go outside and invite them in so they're able to enjoy our cuisine, but at the same time too learn and get to know us better. So for the chamber, as we build relationships to develop and get access for our community, but also for our community to begin to build relationships as well, because a lot of resources are available
Yes.
through all, but the point of access is always one that's difficult for many. Either there's different rules of engagement that we don't know. There's different key people that we may not have access to. So then, as you begin to build those relationships, those borders, those doors begin to open. So we serve as a vehicle, as a bridge gapper, if you will, to enable our community to gain access and grow.
I would imagine you were um, very involved with the earthquakes and all of the horrible stuff that has happened in the country.
Mhm.
Do you guys get involved? Do you go back? Do you engage uh, rescue, not rescue, but help?
Relief effort, yes, relief effort. We have. So of recently, we've partnered with other organizations that have men on the ground, men and women in the ground that are doing the work. So we're able to support there. Many of us may not be able to travel as frequently or go and assist, but however we can through volunteerism, through donations, and also promotion of those that are involved to make sure we support that way. We do have had others in the community who has been able to go and participate themselves. For myself, I have not been in a couple of years, but typically I go once a year, visit extended families. But it's always home to connect and really transition. And I encourage anyone actually to always visit another country. It opens your eyes. It
Yes.
helps you appreciate what you have here, but also understand. Well, not fully understand, but just see the different dynamics of the different cultures and appreciate the different cultures as well.
I love. I've been to Haiti.
Okay,
Beautiful. Of course, it was cruise ship, so
cruise
you
ships
get a cruise ship perspective. But
perspective.
what I remember most is how loving and engaging everyone was. It was just, and I tried some food that I couldn't pronounce and probably couldn't tell you what was in it, but I can tell you it was delicious
That's
and
good enough.
served with a smile. I loved every second of it. It's a beautiful country. Just been through, y'all have been through so much in the last decade or so. Tell us, do I need to be Haitian American to join the chamber?
Not at all. The chamber is not exclusive to Haitians. It's inclusive. In fact, we encourage all to take part, especially if you're looking to engage with the Haitian community, especially if you're looking to do business with the Haitian community, to get access to the Haitian community. There's nothing like connecting with the key folks, but integrating yourself into the culture to really appreciate the different dynamics and how to engage for the most part. So yes, everyone is welcome. If you're a professional, if you're a simple citizen, if you an expert matter, if you have disposable time, you are welcome to engage and be involved with the organization, even become a member. So you may be part of our board as well too, if that's your interest. Because again, we want to have a dynamic pool to help, but to also build that bridge that we need to really improve our being here in Central Florida, but also to continue to contribute to the Central Florida economy and growth.
I love it. All right. So, Dr. B, we've got
Yes,
two
sir.
websites scrolling across there, one for physical and one for the chamber. Tell us the best way. Are those the best ways to reach you? Is it social media? Is it email or a combination of all of those if somebody wants to learn more about the center and or learn more about the chamber?
I think the best way is email, but you can also call. Someone will be readily available to answer the phone. Email, you could do orlando@fyzical.com for physical. For the
Nice.
chamber, you could do info@ghacc.org, and then someone will respond to you. As far as physical, our phone number is 321-369-9133. Someone also will be able to answer you and help you love your life.
So good. I love your energy. I love everything. Guys, I want you to get involved. First of all, we all need balance. So you definitely want to reach out to Dr. B there, and that's orlando@fyzical.com. Or, of course, he's tagged in this show, so you can reach out to him via social media, or I'll get you to him. And also for the chamber, I'd love for you guys to get involved. Remember, these are people. There's all sorts of walks of life there, all sorts of different industries, and people at different levels in their business. And so it's a great way for you to get involved, explore a different side of what we have to offer here in Orlando. And I always encourage people, get involved in your local
Yes.
chambers. There's so much good that goes on in those. So I will definitely be at one of your next events. Dr. B, thank you so much for being on the show. I loved every second of it.
Well, thank you for having me. Thank you. It's a great opportunity, and hopefully, the world get to see and share, and we'll meet very soon.
I would love it. All right. You guys reach out physical.com/west-orlando or GHACC.org. Of course, you can just reach out to me and I'll get you to Dr. B, and you can find out everything you could possibly want to know to get some balance in your life and get involved in the community in a different way. Thanks, Dr. B. You guys will be back soon. Reach out, get involved. We'll see you guys. Bye, everybody.